Welcome back, folks, to Let's Replay Lands of Lore, the Throne of Chaos. And when last we left off, we were just about to go up to the second level. But there is one thing that I need to do over here that someone pointed out to me. There is actually a way to get past that area. And to do this, we basically have our map here at this point. So we're now going to fall down here. Because we managed to solve the puzzle, we get our map back, which means now that we can more easily navigate over to this area here. We are not that far away from it, but there is a solution to being able to get past those doors, so to speak. We might actually need this to do it, so let's hold on to those, shall we? Well, by those I mean that singular oil flask. We're also going in completely the wrong direction. Could it be that we're about to solve a puzzle with something that I thought was previously going to be completely useless to me? Maybe. Primarily because we need something to throw. And that is something that we can most certainly throw. There are a few other things we could throw, but the specific here is to throw. Also, that is not the area that we need to go to. This, I believe I actually pulled, and it didn't do anything, or so I thought. Now, it actually does something, but it does something up here. That switch actually means that you can open up the area up here. But how do you open up that area? Well, we might need this sword. Also, I can hear some enemies that I most certainly am going to try and throw something through here to get access. Also, here's one of these. Hello! Oh, you're still alive. You're not going to be alive anymore. So we can actually get access to those areas by throwing items through, which is quite useful. But what's going to be in here that'll make it useful? Let's find out. Let's have a look. There doesn't appear to be anything here necessarily. There is another switch, but there's nothing really here, so to speak. What if I were to shut that area off again? Would it do anything in particular? I don't think so, but this area doesn't seem to have anything important in it. Let's grab this sword here and use it in the other one, which is over here. Oh, can we throw it? Doesn't seem like it wants to let us throw it. We can't throw it to that one. Maybe because we have that switch turned to a particular direction. Or maybe because this one has actually... Maybe you can only have one open at a time. Let's find out, shall we? To do that, we'd actually have to shut it again. Let's see if that's the case. So if we throw that, and shuts that, we have an oil flask that we could throw here. No, that doesn't seem to be the solution here. We have lost that sword. Not that we need that sword necessarily. Let's head back down. What if I were to pull this switch again? Okay, I've pulled it up this time. What would happen if I were to now go to the other door? Is the other one now able to be opened because I've pulled that switch? Yes, that actually switches which one can be opened. Alright, let's have a look. What is over here? Ooh, I have never actually been here before. Ouch! That's not the one we want. Ouch! Let's have a look, shall we? So we can't grab either of those. Ouch! We really can't grab either of those. Is there anything here that we can pick up? Hitting them doesn't seem to do anything. Ooh! Ouch! Great Sword Doom. That's only slightly worse than Justice. Which means that if we do that, it's exactly the same as Great Maul Thunder. That's actually really interesting to know. I don't know what Great Sword Doom does, but we'll equip it. I'd like to give it a go. Let's see how it does. I've never actually been to that area before. And that was because somebody pointed out that this was actually possible, which is really neat, because I didn't even know that this was something you could do. So that's neat. That's really cool. Also, I don't know what that area does. I don't think I'll ever know what that area is for. Throwing an item down there didn't seem to do anything, but we can always return back, which is the important thing. No enemies have respawned, no enemy— oh, there are a few! Hello, how are you? Let's fight you! To arms! Oh, I'm kidding, I have fireballs. Oh, hello! There's more of you! You guys are much easier when I use a fireball spell. Much easier. I don't think there's any more of you, though. I think that's pretty much all of them. Excellent. So let's keep exploring. We need to actually go to the second floor of the game now. I'm not sure what to do with the pits necessarily. I don't think there's a solution to this one necessarily. I said necessarily twice there. That was very unnecessary. Also, here are lots and lots of these. There used to be lots of them. Now there is only one. And now there is none. Oh wait, I tell a lie. There's one right there. There was one there. Now it is gone. And that one is gone too. And there's one behind us. Wow. There are a lot of these. Well, we can pretty much kill it with this crossbow. Very quickly too. You'll die eventually. Hopefully. There we go. Much better. And now we're going to go and navigate that puzzle again, but it's not necessarily a puzzle anymore because all of the pressure plates have been pushed, which means all we need to do is find the exit in the south. I don't think there's any particular solution to that one. So let's just go over here. Hello! Lots of axes! There are now— whoa, there are loads of axes here, and they are all dead. All of them. Well, if we're getting pretty close to a rogue or a mage level, it's pretty apparent from all the fireballs we've been using. How close are you getting? Barely anywhere. But you're getting very close to a rogue level, which is pretty good. Let's move on. This is the area that shuts off. And I do believe the game will take our map again. Fortunately, we know exactly where we're going, because this place is now a lot easier to navigate. All we need to do is head south. We need to find the wall, and basically find one of those, and start heading south. Once we head south, we can find the exit. And then we'll head to the second floor, with our new sword. When the compass finally settles down. Eventually the compass will settle down. There we go, we're heading south now. And that is still south. And I believe if we take a few steps over here, like this, we'll find the exit. And we'll get the map back. Which is good. That was a worthwhile diversion, I think. And now, let's head up to the next floor. Floor number 2. You can hear new monsters. That's because all the monsters on the previous floor, we're not going to see anymore. This one can actually destroy your armor. And that is really, really bad. Fortunately, they can get quite easily killed by melee attacks and spells. They don't have any particular weaknesses or resistances. The Vanen's Cube at this point, I'm pretty sure, is now going to be quite worthless. But that's not so bad. Here's a switch. Also, that was a fireball. I'm going to press that. And then I'm going to basically try and avoid that fireball. That is actually just a fireball trap that's just launching. I don't know if that stopped it launching, but it may help. That opened the door, so that kind of did help. Let's move on. There are still more figurines that we need to go and collect, as well as other things. This seems like to be a myriad of corridors. There's also a switch there. What's that do? Oh, it shuts the door. I'd rather not have the door shut, I'd rather have it open. Okay, we're gonna need something to weigh that down. Where's the oil flask? I threw the oil flask, didn't I? Yep. What else could we use to weigh that down? Do we need to weigh it down? Actually, no we don't. But we're not going back there for a while, because we can't weigh that down anymore, so we're pretty much trapped here for the moment. And that was why I wanted to make sure I found everything I could feasibly get in that area before I left. Let's move on. Enemies? Nope. There's these sort of areas that look like they're locked off but actually aren't, and also these balls and chain, which serve no purpose whatsoever. What about in here? Enemies? These enemies do seem large enough that, don't put anything in there. If you put something in that niche, it's gone. You just lose it. You lose it forever. So do not put an item in there that you desperately want, which at this point would be most items you have. Oh, hello.
Well, the acid burned my armor.
Remember when I said that those enemies could do that? Those enemies can do that. They can burn armor, which is rubbish. So what we need to do is we need to make sure that this enemy does not burn our armor by killing it with Mists of Doom. I think these enemies actually respawn. Unfortunately, they can be quite...
Acid burned my armor.
Oh, Kieran. It's going to be one of those things, isn't it? We can also see it coming. And we could just kill it with a single sword swipe. That is actually a little bit more, that's better, actually. That's much better than trying to use magic. Ooh, there's a, treasure chest here. Also, I can hear an enemy. You can hear them sort of moving in the, surroundings. What have we got here? Can we open this? There we go. The Staff Gustavus. I don't know what it... Hello, you're a new enemy. I have no idea what you are.
Magic.
Mikado is stunned by the mighty blow. That's not good. We sort of need him alive. Also, they make terrible noises. That is a terrible noise.
I don't have enough magic.
There we go. That is stopped him from being frozen in appearance there. We don't have a use for that just yet. Dagger Riposte. This dramatically improves your defense, but is not that useful. I'd actually say that neither of those things that we got there are very useful. So we're not going to actually take either of them with us. I don't know what the Staff Gustavus does, but we could actually equip it and see what happens. I mean, does it do something useful? Not hugely. None of our actual levels change. We'll actually leave those items there. We're getting to the point now where we actually don't need a lot of the things that are in various boxes. Okay, let's keep moving. There's only one way we can really go. We'll carefully explore our surroundings. There are a lot of skulls mounted on walls. There's also a switch there in the wall. And an enemy. Let's kill the enemies. They can't attack us two at the same time. I was about to say they can't attack us twice at the same time. But they can attack us basically only one at a time, which is quite useful. Let's get some more Mists of Doom in here, if they will most certainly kill the enemy. Excellent. That's good. What was here? I don't know what that did. The switch disappeared, though. That's normally not something... Oh, that enemy... I literally just rammed into that enemy and went, oh, there's a wall there, and just turned around, and then Kieran slowly turned and went, wait a minute, that's not a wall. That's an enemy. Also, that is a lot of magic. Remember when I could only cast Spark 1? Now Kieran has the most magic points of all of the people here. He's become quite a magician. There must be some other switches somewhere. There's one there. Let's press that one. Okay, that one just... Ooh. Trident Plague. That trident just makes you worse. We'll leave that right there. We don't need a weapon that actually makes us worse at fighting. At least that one's a very obvious one. Maybe it has something really good about it. I doubt it somehow, if all it's going to do is just lower your fighting skill. I remember I held on to that one for a very particular reason in the last time I played. Not this time, though. Not this time. Okay, there are two doors here. This door leads to another chest, which I'm pretty sure Kieran can open. First time. Bracers of Defense. Now those sound amazing. An Ace of Infinity. We want that. An Ace of Oblivion. We want that. Gold! Or crowns, rather.
Empty.
We suppose we could take those. I mean, what are we going to start dropping now? We have so many random... we actually need the Galanium plate mail. So I think the Death Stick goes. And the Ace of Oblivion, we could get rid of the... Oh, what could we get rid of? Oh, we don't need to get rid of anything. We can just move something. Okay, the Ace of Oblivion, the Green Skull, which for some reason I've kept all this time, gets to go there. I bet Luther would have appreciated having that. But that's another game. What is in here? Apparently nothing. Apart from some poor unfortunate person who perished. Nothing else in here? Nope, absolutely nothing. So let us move on. Let us see if we can find more of these enemies. Let us see if we can find this area. We have found this area, quite successfully too. What is, actually there's a button in the wall down there. Oh, it's a key.
The key doesn't fit.
It doesn't fit. I imagine this won't unlock it up. Oh, it actually does. Well, what is in here? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Well, that was something, I suppose. We did open it. It didn't have a purpose, but we did open it. There is one figurine, I think, on this level that we need to get. What about this door? Oh, we can unlock this.
This is already unlocked.
It is already unlocked. What's in here? A button. I don't quite know what this button does, but we're going to find out. This is one that we needed. This is the unicorn figurine. We have 3 of the 4, and we're keeping this note. So what are we going to get rid of if we're keeping that note? Do we have any salves left, or is it all Bannon's Bannon's reserves? I think it's all Bannon's reserves. I know. We'll have this fireball scroll on hand, and then if we find an enemy, we'll just fireball it. That is some clever thinking. And there will be some... That, by the way, is just something that will hurt you if you walk over it. You can walk over it. As you can see that it is just lots of spikes covered in blood. It will hurt you. But you can walk over it, if you really want to. I would recommend just walking around it, personally. Any more enemies? No, you'll notice that that one has a actual animation, which is quite nice. Anything else? Well, there's nothing in here, per se. Let's have another look around. See if we can find, there we go, a continuation. We haven't found any enemies, actually, for quite a while. That sounds like it's about to change. Because it sounds like there are enemies here. That door does not open. Okay. I can definitely hear enemies. I can't see them. This door opens. Okay. What about down here? Okay, there's an enemy. Fireball! Oh, I already have that spell. Okay, you can't actually do that. Mists of Doom! I can do that, though. There we go. Ow! They do hurt, though. I'm gonna shut this door and we're gonna rest, because I don't think these enemies can open doors. They have severe difficulty opening doors. Also, just in case we do get attacked, let's just heal up completely. Oh, and actually, we are being attacked. Do not burn my armor, please. Actually, I'm very tempted to save so that you don't burn my armor. There we go. They actually don't hurt that much, which is not so bad. Imagine if I'd have saved there, and then the first thing that happened every single time was that acid burned like Bakada's armor. That would be really terrible, but fortunately that wasn't the case. So, when we come back, folks, we should continue exploring Castle Samaria. We now have a fair few of the figurines that we need. We actually have 3 of the 4. And then all we need to find is a bunch of keys. Also, our inventory, as you can see, is getting pretty full of lots of consumables. You may wonder when we're going to use all these consumables. We'll use them. Oh, don't worry. We'll use them. So, I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.